coming up on the James River in about a minute. We came out of, I don't know why I keep saying we, it's just me in this truck today. I came out of Marshfield, took Highway A south for about 3 miles, and then I took a right, went west onto Bell Ford Road, and I've gone about 1.5 miles, and we're about to cross the James River. There it is. Beautiful river and a beautiful spot on the river. Oh, there's a heron down there. I don't know if the video is picking him up. He's on the right side by that clump of greenery. Okay, zoom back out here. So we're really close to the property. We're going to keep going. We'll go up this hill and the property will be on the right. Oh, there he's flying away. Big bird. But this is a pretty cool spot. If you're teaching your kids to float or go on a tube, you can put in right here at the bridge and just a little short 10 or 15 minute float right to your property, and you can take out at your property. So let's drive up the hill here and we'll take a look at the property. This is Tract 2 at James River Estates. This is fully surveyed. This is fenced. Out here by the road, it's fenced and gated. You'll see right now there is a small building on the property which is being removed. Okay, so there's the driveway. We're coming into Tract 2. So the building belonged to a previous owner, and it's a rental anyway, and that's being removed shortly. But I wanted to get out here and take the video because it looked like somewhat of a good day for it anyway. Okay, roll this window down so I don't get too hot here. Okay, so you can see there is a gate. We are fenced up here by the road. Really cool cabin, but it doesn't stay. And then you can see that both sides are fenced, and they go all the way to the end of the kind of the grassy area here. It's not fenced by the river. So if you wanted to do animals, you'd have to put in a section right down by the river. This particular property is interesting because it already has a transformer, power transformer. The meter box, they'll pull the meter, but the meter box of course will remain, and it's got a yard light. So I mean, this is ready to go. The portable building is nice. Actually, one of the reasons this gentleman kind of traded this property back to us is because he wants to live in a portable building, and it is restricted against that at James River Estates. You can have it here, you can use it for weekends or vacations, but there's a limit on how much you can stay in it, how much you can camp in a year. So if you are hoping to live in a portable building, we can probably help you out with some property, but not these ones out here at the river. These are specifically restricted against portable buildings or mobile homes. You can build your own home. There's no permits required. There's no zoning in rural Webster County. And all you have to do is have a 600 square foot minimum home on a concrete foundation. So even a 20 by 30 house on a concrete foundation meets that requirement. And that'll keep this area looking beautiful as it does. That little trailer, of course, will be removed as well. I'm going to take a few pictures while I'm doing the video. Gorgeous property. Let's head down toward the river and see how that looks. So up here on this, I guess you'd say east side of the property, it's high and dry, completely out of the flood zone. You can build up on this east part and be totally out of the flood zone, which is nice. We're about to cross under the electric line. Nice, large, beautiful area. Just gorgeous out here, just stunning. And you can see this starts to slope down. And as we get down to the bottom, that's going to put us in the 100-year flood zone. So when you build your beautiful home or cabin or whatnot, you probably want to stay up on the hill and stay out of this flood zone. Unless you're doing something really small, like a little day cabin or a structure for the kids or something cool like that. We build cabins in areas like this and put them up on stilts. And then of course when the water gets super high, it just goes right under the cabin. So if you're going to build something down in this area, that would be wise. But anything you're going to stick a bunch of time or money into, better just to build up on top there by the road. There's a walnut tree over there, a small walnut tree. And I'm just going to walk this trail right down to the river. See what we come up with. Oh, it's nice and shaded. There's a pretty area right here, actually, completely shaded and extremely close to the water. Tract 2, and most of the other tracts out here at James River Estates, but Tract 2 included, you own both sides of the river, which is kind of uncommon for river properties. A lot of times the river itself will be the boundary. Not the case here. You actually own both sides. So that keeps it private. No one can ever build across from you as long as you own that. This is a huge gravel bar. So if you're doing your own construction work or your own shop or whatever and you need some fill, you've got it right here. It's free. Rent a Bobcat for a day and you can move all the fill you want up to your site. There's the river. Very pretty. Let's walk down there. This would be just a great place to camp right here. It goes from the gravel, then it turns into kind of a sand mix as we get down to the river itself. And then it's pure sand and a few rocks. Oh, that's gorgeous. Super clear. It's a little cloudy today. And oh, there's a big bass right there. Not huge, but big enough to eat. In that clear water, you can see him really well. Good spot for fishing. I mean, you can catch fish. There's a couple bass, if that's what they are. I mean, you can catch fish right here or go up the river a little bit. If you go down the river a few hundred feet, it takes a curve to the right, and that's a great spot for bass fishing. But like I said earlier, you can put in your canoe or kayak right at the bridge, and you can float right to the property. Just a simple little float, which is great for kids. Kind of gets them used to the river a little bit and nice and safe. This particular section from the bridge down here isn't more than a few feet deep. That bass keeps checking me out. Hey, buddy. He's curious what I'm up to. It's probably not a bass at all. I really don't know, but it looks like it could be. Oh, beautiful. I'll see if I can get a little bit of a view upriver. I can see willow trees everywhere. I can see big sycamore trees. I've seen several walnut trees, so there are probably some good-sized walnuts here. If you're into hunting for arrowheads, This would be a great section right here. You just look through the gravel. They're not super common, but if you look for a few hours, you'll probably find something. We do that pretty often. I'll go ahead and walk back up. That's the river. Like I said, you do have both sides, which is pretty uncommon. But all these properties at James River Estates, there are only 8 tracts. And it took us forever to get this piece and to get it split up and surveyed off. But it's super nice and super unusual to find something this close to Springfield, and really 5 minutes, 5 miles anyway, outside of Marshfield. You've got power on the property, including a yard light and a meter base. Phone is right there at the county road. Just ready to go. Surveyed off, partially fenced. Awesome place for a home or a vacation cabin, or just to use on the weekends. So that is Tract 2 at James River Estates. True riverfront property in the Ozarks.